Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to the Flyest fan on YouTube. How's it going, everybody? It's your boy, waking up with y'all. Had a bit of free time today, so I thought, why not come kick it? So I'm kicking it. Let's get into it. I guess I'm untying it first. Okay. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Saturday. An absolutely fantastic Saturday. Yes. Let's just double check. Everything's going smoothly. Weekend Warriors, who's out there? Who is out there? What's good? Saturday. How's your Saturdays going? What's good, D-Trox? So I'm a little late. Your boys getting up in here. Just tie my shoes. Getting going. Here we go. We got people rolling in now. That new IG post popped yesterday. That was nice to see. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining at all. How's everyone doing? I'd love to do power right now, but my body is telling me no. So we'll see. Your boy is sore. It's been a long teaching week, and I've been training a lot with my students. So, they're sore. So I'm about to do some warm-up. Feel free to join if you want, or just come kick it. Kick it. Kick it, kick it, kick it, kick it, kick it, kick it. Turn up a little bit. Saturday, let's go! Nobody's off, apparently. Get at it, get yours! Yeah, I can show connection threads. Unique locks. Can I teach unique locks? What do you mean? Locks. What's up, Juan? What's up, Texas? How's the weather in Texas right now? It's pretty gloomy in Vancouver today. But I'm not complaining. Gloomy days are nice days for training. Facts. Hot as fuck, eh? Dang. Before anything, your boy's gotta warm up his old body. Get this sack of bones moving. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? And I'm back! Moonwalks! I'm not going backwards. Jokes! I'm good, dog. We're about to finish teaching for the year. I've got 3 weeks left. And then I'm done teaching. And then I have like 2 months off in the summer. I'll be doing summer camps, but apart from that, your boy's gonna make some content, more live streams, more videos. Yeah, it's gonna be good. So all my kids are prepping for recital right now. Their last competition's tomorrow. So, and I've got a lot of content for IG that I've creating more. So yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Nice kicks. My crusty Adidas kicks. Look, there's even a hole in them, bro. Because my homie gave these to me, and he dropped a knife through it or something. So, yeah, it's a thing. It's a vibe. It's a vibe! Shh. 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 Wait, let me bring you so you can actually see what I'm doing. What's up, Jay? How to swipe. That's not something I can really showcase with my hip right now. Sorry. Remember me? I'm that guy from Instagram who replied to your stories. I want to say yes, but I'm not fully sure. They had swipe tips. Yeah, sure. I'll get at that just after I finish my warm-up, okay? I haven't breakdanced in a while. I'm planning to train again. What's the best way to get back? Basics, fam. Make sure your basics are solid. Get back with what you know. Make sure your body's good. Don't injure yourself. You do solid warm-ups and everything. Condition your body. And then get at it. Teach flips? No. I'm not teaching flips in one, in a condo where I live on the 11th floor, because that's how you get evicted. Two, your boy can't really do flips. So, yeah, it's a thing. Tricks is more like it. Shh. Both sides, everybody, always. No big deal. This is for my week-old hip flexors. I gotta condition and try to get them back to health so that I can actually showcase moves and get all my power back. Because currently, in my current state, I can't. The golden iron. DM me your YouTube stuff. I can't look at it here. Thanks, Mom. Is that the... What logo? Where? I have a logo in my background? What? Illuminati. Lies. Yo, Magnus, I need some help about how to level in footwork. What should I do to get a complete passage? I don't fully understand, but I can go into footwork in a bit, yeah. Yeah, Ashen, because a lot of B-boys don't want to either, one, give away their secrets, or two, don't care about like helping other people, or three, they don't have fantastic personalities, so they're kind of boring. No shade though, all love. Gotta switch. One over top and the other side. Oh, my left hip though. Oh, I feel this one. Oh, injuries. How you are amazing. Thanks, homie. Very interesting. Yeah, clearly, right? Working so hard. It's your boy sweating. Kai, that's for your hip flexors, right in here. I have a hip injury right here, so that conditions it. The logo on the chair. Are you talking about the hat, bro? Do you mean this? Because there's no logo on the chair. This is UBC, United Breaking Championships, I think. Get at it! Look how nice this lighting is today, hey? Who knew I only took like 8 months for me to film the proper direction in my condo? Learning! Almost there, guys. That's funny. UK pocket personally. What? Do you train every day? I teach 5 days a week. So while I'm teaching, I do some training. And then I do YouTube usually on the weekends. So I basically break every day and never train. So I'm trying to actually, like, this is an excuse for me to actually properly like warm up and stretch and condition. So I'm trying to at least do this kind of conditioning every day, and I want to train more. This is why my hip's injured, because I teach every day, so I'm always demonstrating, but I've never really taken care of my body. So I'm working on it. It's a process. Do you live just off breaking? Yeah, breaking is my full-time job. So this is how your boy lives in this condo. You made it! It's a miracle! How red can your face go? That's the question. That's the real battle. Okay, y'all, I'm ready. Your old man is there. So now you can start asking me to like demonstrate stuff and give you some help on things, you know? Okay. So for air chairs, I don't have a tutorial for it. My air chair is garbage, but I can help you with how to train it, okay? So my recommendation is first, make sure your side chair, here, your hips are this twisted, okay? So if you're facing here, you're not ready for air chair. Make sure you can go all the way to here, feet facing the ceiling. That's number one. So if you don't have that flexibility yet, make sure these style stretches, you're stretching a lot. Your pike stretching because you want to get this in line with the ceiling. So that's number one. Once you got that, what I would recommend is getting a chair or something you can grab onto in the background like this. Ah! So, I don't know if this is gonna work at all. So try to have something better than this, but you wanna have something you grab onto. Watch this tip over and crush me, but anyways, okay? Then, you go to your, one sec. Then, go to your side chair and practice just this. Balancing here, one hand, okay? Then, coming off to here, okay? So you're in a chair now, here, and you want to get this, your head as close to your legs as you can. As you can see, mine's garbage because I don't train this. But what you want is you want that, again, here, like this, okay? Then, work on getting your legs as close as you can. Then, practice holding with the chair and slowly pushing that up more and more. So you want to get that space in between your legs and your head here while in your air chair as close as you can. So that's why you use a chair, because you're using that chair to help you control this stretch. Because the more you get this, the better your air chair will get. Then, whoo, that's a nice scratch. New floors, hey? Then, what I would recommend doing is also just practicing here, fingertips, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then your one-handed balance. And then eventually you can just start, woo, going up. But as you can see, my air chairs are garbage because I don't have that flexibility of this. But that's my my beginner's tutorial for how to get better at it. Okay, where are we at? I used to have hip injuries. I don't know if you remember from your last live, but I have no pain in hip, but it's been starting to pop and crack lately. Yeah, I mean, mine kind of consistently pop and crack. It's when there's pain in it that is bad. So, because usually that's just like an air bubbles in there. So, Kai, if you saw, I don't know if you're in the Facebook group, but in the Facebook group, I posted a hip condition tutorial, like a brief one, and that's kind of what I also went through it here. So it's the squat, legs in, then these ones, then this one, then my lotus up and down, and that's how I'm conditioning it. And I'm also exploring like strengthening it in swimming, so like treading water and just kicking straight down because that hits your hip flexors and it helps condition them, I think. So I'm playing with that as well. I'll give you updates on that. let's imagine that you're in battle and that's your round. Now you're going to do some footwork. So how do you do a full footwork? Like how many times you should go up and down and back rocks in your round? So there's no really set thing you have to do or quota you have to hit when you're battling. So what I would recommend is, firstly, do what makes you happy as far as battling goes. Secondly, if your goal is to win, watch what all the winners are doing and try to emulate what they're doing and then bring yourself into it. Because you're never going to win as a copy of someone. But you can copy their formulas and how they put stuff together and how they battle as far as their tops, their footwork, how much time they're spending in each, and then try to emulate that in your practice. Hit those categories. So if you watch what the top people are doing and you hit those categories, because they're winning battles for some reason, right? So they're obviously filling those categories. So if you emulate that and then you apply that to yourself, then you'll start to get there faster and faster and faster. Because if you don't play the judge's game to a certain degree, you're not going to make it. Because at the end of the day, we're pleasing judges with our styles, right? So if you want to win, you want to do better in battles, that's what I would recommend. Hi, man, I'm a B-boy, just arrived in Vancouver. Is it possible to practice and exchange with you? Yeah, DM me. We can definitely try to arrange something. I mean, most of my practice is done in my crib. So, but if you want to come by sometime, that could happen. What's up, Mexico? How to keep windmills on head? Detrox asks. When I go next round, I'm not able to put my head in windmill. So, Detrox, did you go through my windmill tutorial, my 2-minute one? Because if you have the drill, headstand to headstand, then you should be able to. So my question is, can you do headstand to headstand multiple times? You think you can get the link to the Facebook group for that hit video? Yeah, 100%. So 1 second. Let me pull that up for you right now. Facebook! Facebook. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so for anyone that's wanting more help, like all the time, and wants help from not just me, but a community of B-boys and B-girls that follow what I do, I have a Facebook group called Breaking Made Simple with a full course in it that you can watch and learn all your basics from, or like the generalized basics. And also you can post practice videos from there and whatever. And people can help you out if I can't all the time, because your boy's got a life too. I can't reply to everybody. So this is the group link right here. I just put it in the chat. So I post stuff in there too and updates, like live streams and everything. So feel free to join that. It's free to join, and I'll accept you after the stream. I need help to get back to turtle freeze position faster to do a windmill. Are you using your head, TWX? Because that's the easiest way, in my opinion. Okay. A hack. Is there any way of preventing skin to rip off your shoulders from doing windmills? I haven't practiced this before. Yo, I feel the pain, dog. I found the best solution for this is like, there's little things you can do. 1, wearing material that's as slippery as possible. 2, wearing as thick material as possible. So like mock necks are great. 3, making sure you're on floor that's as slippery as possible so you're not getting stuck. And then 4, if you're using, like, okay, what's the best way to explain this? When you're doing your mills, when you start to go faster and you whip through your shoulder, like this part of your shoulder, because I'm guessing you're ripping the skin off there because that's the same spot as me, you'll actually take less skin off your shoulder because there's going to be less pressure there because you're going to be going through it faster and faster. Usually why the skin gets ripped off there is because we delay on it too long. So the faster you can get around past that, the better you'll be able to do it and the less your skin will get ripped off. But that all being said, it's bound to happen. like especially during the process, you're gonna do it. So the best way I can say is if you're like me and your skin's super sensitive, like mine is, hence my big calluses, what you want to do is you want to train it hard until it's bleeding or whatever, right? And then you don't do it anymore. Then wait till it's basically fully healed. So like fully scabbed, then do it again. And you kind of have to repeat that process enough times to where your body will build up the skin there so that it'll become like armor, like a callus there that's naturally there, and then you will never burn it off again. So that's what I did, and now it doesn't burn off for me, but it took a while. So it's a strenuous process, but it is possible. Okay, what do you think about yoga with my shoulders? Okay. Yeah, Kai, same thing I just said. RIP, my shoulders, yo, preach, fam. What do you think about yoga? Is it good for B-boys? It's amazing for B-boys. As long as you're doing it where it doesn't damage your body. Like the only way I think yoga is bad for your body is when they do like the CrossFit style of yoga. So in my opinion, Bikram's yoga, if you guys know what Bikram's is, I don't really agree with it because it's about pushing yourself to the max as fast as you can and quick holds and go, go, go. And you must get like, I don't agree with that. What I personally found was really helpful for me was yin yoga because you're doing long hold stretches. So that's where I got my flexibility from, most of it, after I got to a certain level, because it taught me how to stretch to gain flexibility, not just to stretch. Because there's stretching and there's stretching to gain flexibility. All right, where are we at? Oh, man. A lot of questions, everybody. This is good. This is good. Yeah, I think I will work on my handstand and shoulder freeze this week, and maybe it will help me stay on my head. And yeah, Detrox, you just have to stay higher on your back. If you have that shoulder, upper back shoulder drill and shoulder to head really solid, you're never going to have an issue with your head coming off. Usually, if your head's coming off, it's because you're always going too low on your back, so you need to stay higher. Yeah, you can DM me on Facebook. Instagram's better though. I'm not on Facebook much, apart from on the group. I remember way back, your ripped skin pain on your shoulders was nasty. Yeah, my mom knows best. She was there. She experienced it. It was gruesome. I spin counterclockwise. My name is Jared. Don't do mills when you're sweaty. You needed you way back then. Yeah, that's why I'm doing what I do now. Jesus. Is it necessary to do freeze, slides, jumps, and entering power moves to make your work more charmer and dynamic? Fam, I'm sorry. I'm not fully following what you're trying to say. Yeah, sorry. How many days per week is it good to train, you think? Well, it depends on how hard you're training. I think if you're going really hard, you don't really need more than 2 hours of practicing max. So I would say like, if you're really going for it, I would train like 3 to 5 days a week at least. If you really want it, I'd say train 5 days a week and make sure you're conditioning 6, if not 7 days a week. So you should be doing 6 days a week of conditioning and 5 days a week of actually training. So that means you should be conditioning every single day that you're training. And conditioning just means like mobility work, preventative injury work, stretching. Like you should be stretching and doing preventative injury work and conditioning like always. If you really want breaking, like this is what you want to go for, like every moment should be training for it if you can. So you're always stretching, always in stretching positions, always doing stuff that's going to benefit you, whether that's your posture, making sure you're not sitting in chairs, making sure your posture is up and solid. You're also going to be having a sore back, to how you stand depending where you work, to making sure you have right insoles in your shoes, to all these things that people don't talk about. They all are going to either negatively impact your training or positively impact your training. So you need to be looking at your whole life and how it reflects to your training. So in reality, if you really want to be an athlete, everything, your sleep, what you're putting in your body, how you take care of your body are all super important. So if you're not hitting all three of those spectrums, you're going to be lacking on your practice. So when you really want it, like, unless you're just already super skilled and you're one of the top in the world, sure, go party do your thing if you want. But if you want longevity, like B-Boy Lego, that guy goes full out. Like when I picked him up from the airport, from the jam, when we had our jam here, the first thing he did, fam, at like 10 o'clock at night was come to my house and do P90X. And the guy, while he was here, was like training, not training, like working out in between rounds of the battle. We legitimately went to the jam, then came back after prelims and he worked out. And then we went back. Like, this guy's on all the time. And when you want it that badly and you're still training that hard, like, that's what it should be in my opinion. Can you do a quick roll back to elbow handstand tutorial? Yeah, sure. So this one can be a little bit tricky. So let me put down this a little bit, move around my floors. Go. Okay, so for rollback handstand, Kai, what you want to start doing is, rather than thinking about going to handstand right away, think about going to a push-up position. So what you're going to do is, first, you're doing your backward somersault. This is where you start, right? You go here. Okay, fantastic. Got it. Then you're going to do rollback. You're going to do a backward somersault, but use your hands like a kick-up position, okay? So you want to make sure your hands come down like that, all right? And then what you're going to do is, as soon as your hands come down, kick your legs over your head and push with your arms in the same time. So you go here, hit, just like that, okay? So get that comfortable. Once that's comfortable, add more power in. Then you get to a standing position. Once that's comfortable, all you do is you level that all the way up to a handstand. So then you go up, okay? The biggest thing for there that I think most people struggle with is they get stuck with this position instead of realizing it's this position, okay? So you want to bring your hips here as high as you can. When you're pushing up, think really vertically straight up, like this. If you kick this way at the beginning, all you have to do is slowly raise that angle to the ceiling. And as soon as you get to an upwards angle, you kick straight and you continue to push. If you can do like one handstand push-up on the wall, then you'll have the strength for it. That's all the strength you really need. Okay, where are we at? I'm 11 and I can do windmills. That's a weird flex, but okay. Okay. I always end up on my shoulder when I do head swipe most of the time. End up on a shoulder freeze, especially when I lie down. Head swipe, but end up on a shoulder. Okay, so I've thought about doing a tutorial on this. If you guys want a full a tutorial on this, let me know. Because I got the tricks, fam. So, head trap. First thing you want to do, here, wait a moment. Let me adjust my tooth and my living conditions for you. Or else I'm going to get all the issues. Okay. So first thing you want to do is go, this is for a head swipe, okay? Is you want to push your hips up and go to a head bridge, okay? So you're going to go hands down, up like this. At the same time, you're going to push up here. Then you're going to rotate wherever you're going to a push-up position, just like that, okay? And don't worry if it's awkward or feels weird. That's the first step you want to get. So try again. Here, push up. And if you can't get that without your shoulder coming down, you can use your hands like that. But you want to get this elbow off the ground. So try to do it like that. Because if you can do that, you'll have the power to get there. Then what you're going to do is you're going to use one leg and go down, up. Just like this. Down, up. Down, up. Not sideways. That's where everyone gets into issues. They want to go over before they go up. If you go over before you go up, you're going to crash at the ground. It's just like if you're doing a backflip and you try to rotate before jumping. Game over. So, You're down like this. You're gonna go down, straight up. When you go down straight up, you're gonna bring your head off the ground, okay? And by off the ground, I mean chin off the ground. Down, up, like that, okay? Again, down, up, not over, straight up. Hips, everything to the ceiling. Up. Then, when you get to the top, you rotate. You don't rotate before you get to the top. Because if you rotate before you get to the top, that's what happens. And that's where most people get stuck. JK47, if you know her, she's the one who taught me this. And I've kept it throughout all my years, so shout outs to her, because she's a beast. All right? So again, you're going here, down, up, place your foot, rotate over, you're going to stab whatever you want, okay? Again, up, through. Now, did you notice that I went backwards there? Like this. If that's happening, that's because you're pushing with this foot this way. You need to be pushing with this foot upwards. So with your underneath your thigh right here, you want to push straight up. Here, like this, raising, not this, okay? If you're doing that, again, you're going to be bringing your momentum to the wrong spot. So down, straight up. Feel that hold? Make sure you're not going like that. If you're going like that, you're not flexing your thigh, and you're going to be sliding, okay? Now you just add all that together. When you're at the top, you rotate. So you're going here, boom. And that's the full thing, man. And as soon as you understand that mentality, you can go to headstand, you can do whatever you want because you have the height now. So if you want to go up to whatever you want, you can easily because you have the straight up power, which is why you do it that way. All right, I'm done. It's hot, yo. Okay, back to comments. That's how you head track. What if I just did 2 hours of this? This is a stream now. That's it, guys. Sorry. It's the whole stream. All right. Can you show a quick tutorial to do grabs, getting into baby freeze from lie down position? I just did it. So there you go. Do you teach outside the country? I want to attend your class and learn from you personally, not just on YouTube. I have, but I don't have the income to go. I mean, my goal is eventually to gain enough money from doing stuff online, like tutorials or Patreon or live streaming or whatever, to where I can travel the world and teach outside of Vancouver. But currently, Bboy has a condo in a city that's very expensive, so I can't afford to travel right now unless it's for work or I'm getting paid to go there. So it's a process, but I gotta build this up first. Once this is built high enough where it actually provides me with the cling money, then I can start traveling more. Here's a tip: hop every time you turn around. Okay, like how some said, hop to headstand, then turn into baby freeze or head bridge into baby. Exactly. If you go up to head, then you can hit everything below head. It's just easier than to think, I want to get to baby. No, get higher and then just lower it. I can't headspin because when I headstand and try to move while I headstand, I lose my balance. So TW Rex, watch my headspin tutorial with Chicky. And if you follow that to the T, you should stop falling. And that would be quite lovely for your body. Right here, I'll link it up for you. Boom, boom, boom. TW Rex. All right. There you go. Okay. I'm going to make it clear the full footwork needs to enter into a floor rock, back rocks, and freeze. And using some basics, that's all, or there's something you can add to help me? So don't worry, Eamon. Don't worry so much about having the perfect formula. Just worry about improving. Improve and progress. Just keep working on your basics for everything. When you're doing a round, the basic stuff is always the same. Top rock, go downs, footwork, freeze, power moves. And then floor work, threading, everything else comes later, and that's by choice, but the basics are usually there. The basics that most judges want to see is dancing, because it's a dance form first. Footwork, because footwork is the purest form of breaking. And everything else, again, comes after that, all right? Oh, thank you, chat it out later today. Perfect. Kai, can you do 30-second long power move combo? Not right now, no. Not with my hip messed up. And to Tello, bro, thanks for tips. I'm actually trying to hold the I forget how to say that, but the planche push up and a hold. So yeah, oh, what is it called again? I'm forgetting it. Okay. So yeah, those planche ones. Yeah, what I did when I was kind of working on pseudo planche, that's what it is. My God. Okay, pseudo planche. I would use a wall, and I believe here, and then you want to. So the hard thing is you want to get your hands as low to your hips as possible. It's ridiculous. I don't know how people have the strength for this, but here, yeah, and then you're doing them like this, right? So those are the pseudo push-ups, and then you just want to get that as more extreme as possible. Yeah, dog, they're hard. They're like really hard. I play with them a little bit, but I mean, my tips as far as that goes: just try to hold a push-up position as long as you can, and here first, just leaned over, just like this, okay? Because even this, like you see my arms, they start to shake, right? And then before you even go down, get that first, and then just do one up and down, and then slowly level it up. What's up, guys? Hello! No need to do headstand or do the baby freeze. Just use your head and do the swipe. All right. What are some butterfly stretch alternatives? Because I had messed up knees, and butterfly puts pressure to my knees. Alternatives. I mean, you can do one. I know what you're saying, because some people it is rough on their knees. So I would say your best alternative is here, and then just doing an extreme version and then pushing down like this. Or it's leaning forwards and then to the side like this. That's also a nice stretch. That's like a butterfly alternative. And then you can also put one hand here and then leaning down like that. And do that both sides. That's, I'd say, your best alternative for like that position. And then apart from that, depends where in your leg you're trying to stretch. If it's the same, Kai, as your hip flexors, just all the other hip flexor stretches work too. Yeah, thanks, God. No worries, C-Trox. I learned a lot from you. Thank you for the tutorial. My pleasure, my friend. Do you know any easy free stacks? So the easiest free stacks are the ones that's on my channel right now, Paloma. So if you've seen that, that's where I'd start. For now, I want to learn balance of the handstand. Really? Well, that I can help you with. Pop your shoes off real quick. So, really quickly, because I've done this in most of my tutorials, I need to do like a handstand tutorial, I think, next, because I get a lot of questions on this, and I know pretty well how to get there fast. So, start on a wall for your handstand, like this. 2 legs, then 1 leg in, toe to the wall, get this comfortable. Once this is comfortable, lean a little more forwards and tap your toe off the wall, and on the wall, and off the wall. Then balance, okay? You should have this for 30 seconds. Once you get that 30 seconds, you can move that to off the wall. And that's like your crash course. Everyone, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's keep this channel alive and get going for our breaking community. Yeah, what's up, Jimmy? Thanks for the love. I appreciate it. How many days a week should I train? So, Vincent, if you scroll up, actually, that's not going to work. It's a live stream. What am I saying? I already answered that question earlier. I'd say at least 3 to 5. But if you want like my in-depth thought on it, then watch the live stream when it's posted later, and I'll let you know because I told you earlier, or I told someone else earlier. Thank you for the tips on headsets. No worries. Love your TikTok also. Yeah. Tell me the name of the first song. Yeah, it's 1 second. I'll pull it up for you. Actually, you know what? TW, just comment on the video and I'll send it to you there. Someone else has asked that question there too, so you can also find it if you look through the comments. Yo, dude, one question. How do you add speed and form to a two-step? I'm trying with normal steps, but I can't get form. Look, guys, someone wants footwork help. Isn't that nice? We actually have some B-boys that like footwork. Hey! Something you can actually help with. Yay! All right. Okay. Adding speed to your two-step. Number 1, all right? First thing you want to make sure, actually, let me decode a little bit. Stripping, close your eyes. Profanity. All right. I need a hat. My toque's just going to fall off. Straight up. But my hat's not matching my shoes, fam. I can't have that unfresh. All right, let me turn it down 1 sec. All right. So, first thing, make sure you're not doing these mistakes first, God's killer. So, when you're doing your two-step, whenever you put your first hand down, when your second hand comes down, make sure you bring all your weight to it, okay? So, let's say I'm going counterclockwise, right? This is my second hand that comes down. If it's out here, it's gonna slow you down. So make sure your hands are right over top of your body. So watch it from the side. If I'm like this, rocks on the ground. And I place my hand up here, when I come around, I'm either gonna be like this, or I'm gonna be, I'm either gonna be like this, or my hand's gonna be out here. Either one of those is gonna slow me down. So you wanna make sure your hands are right close to your body. Because the closer it is to your body, see, my hands are already there. I can go again right away. So that's number 1. Make sure your hands are in the right place. You see? Hands right there, ready to go again. So I can go right away. A lot of people have wrong hand positioning that messes them up. Number 2, make sure you're not doing this, heel on the ground. Your leg needs to be up, okay? So when you're here, kick in. Because if it hits the ground on either of them, like this, if you're doing this way, which is the old school way, slow, get them off. Then, this is personal now. Some people like to do kicking like this. I like to go into here faster instead. So depending what style you like, I think it's faster if you come to a squat versus here. Because if you go, I think that's slower than if you just come to a squat. So when you go, two-step, squat right away. Because if you squat right away, guess what? You can sweep right away. So, squat, squat. Did I do it? So, I hope that helps. And then, actually, I have one more thing. So that's those parts. Then your actual legs. Make sure when you're here and you're sweeping in the air, you bring your legs to the other side as fast as you can. So when you're here, imagine you pause there, okay? You pause in the air here. Right. You want to rotate your legs around to the other side as fast as you can. So when you're here, think about you're landing here, okay? So think about that on the other side and twist your legs that direction as fast as you can. Twist. You see that? The faster you get there, the faster you can go again. So, I hope that helps. Where's my tube? Hats are lame. Am I so far behind now? No, I'm not. Take off all the shoes. Can you imagine you got like 8 shoes on your elbows and everywhere? Wouldn't that be interesting? Sorry, Humberto Rodriguez. I only speak English, fam. But what's up, Las Vegas? God's killer, start slow first, get your form down and master it to go fast. You gotta start slow. It's true. That's what Casper always told me. No worries. It's people. Air tips. I gave an air chair brief tutorial earlier, so rewatch the stream when I'm done, and you can get it. Yeah, TW. Ugh, spinning everywhere. I saw that. I'll reply to it later. Tips on how to switch from windmills to swipes. Since I can't do it right now, my best advice verbally would be when you're pushing up from your windmill, depending which hand you're landing on swipe-wise. And here, make sure you're leaning all your weight onto that arm. So when you're pushing straight up, think about going to a handstand and falling into a swipe versus getting a swipe slow. So if you can go windmill and then push up high enough and then rotate as you're coming down, you're gonna land it a lot easier than if you go windmill and you try to push straight to a swipe. So think higher and then drop into the swipe versus just getting into it too quickly. Like I say, a lot of people do. They try to push up and rush into that twist. Try to slowly, as high as you can, then rotate and fall into it. No worries. I always peel my hands the side that's the floor when I train footwork because I have sweaty hands. Pasmado. In Tagalog, what's good? Even when I'm doing the proper hand position, which is elevated. Okay, interesting. How long have you been training, Vincent? I train at any type of terrain, but I'm still having peeled skin. No, your grammar's fine. 4 months. So he's just started, Vincent. So over time, your body, I'm sure, will build calluses there. Because even if like, for instance, if I do a show or a video on the cement in the rain, my skin will be all wet, right? So I'll be kind of emulating what you're dealing with now. And yeah, it definitely makes your skin a lot softer. The harder your skin gets from training more, it will go away. So my suggestion is right now, do whatever you can to be able to keep training. So I would definitely take care of your hands by, I don't know if baby powder would work or moisturizer, and making sure it doesn't get too dry from being so wet. So once it gets so wet, I suggest getting it very dry, but like clean dry, you know? So make sure it's moisturized and comfortable. I would also look at your diet and what you're eating to make sure you're not getting dry skin from what you eat. So like for me, I eat a plant-based vegan diet, and that makes my skin have a really natural sheen to it, and I have a nice oil. I'm not getting too like dry from having a bad diet or too wet from bad diet. So watch what you're eating diet-wise, and then I would suggest putting your hands in a very warm and very like wet, if that makes sense, environment consistently. So for instance, rather than just having to experience that when you're training, try to like go into a sauna or like a hot tub every day, and like a cold shower every day. And like really get your body to get used to all different temperatures, because that's gonna let your skin build up armor and like protection against all temperatures. So the more you're exposed to those temperatures, your skin will adapt to it faster, which should help you in the long run. Apart from that, just stay consistent with it, because it's only been 4 months. It should get better over time. But I hope that does get better for you. Down that 2-step tutorial just helped me speed it up again. I'm so yeah, let's go, Jimmy. Thanks so much, man. I was trying to at the same time with you. I got it. Hey, there you go. Awesome. What's up, Philippines? Brother, how do you train? Like, how much and how is the routine? Currently I don't train much because I teach all the time and I enjoy it more than training. So right now my training is sporadic and random. But when I was training too much and not really as effectively as I would. But I would say the best training is 2 hours a day of hard b-boying training. That's like, okay. And I would train like that at least 4 days a week. And then condition every other day and every day evening as well. So I already answered this earlier. I'm going in circles. So I did like a whole in-depth thing on it earlier. I don't want to bore the people that have already been here and I've answered before, but watch the live stream when it's posted and you'll see my answer as well. Bro, can you show an example how to go from a freeze to footwork to freeze again in one flow? Yes. Any certain position you want me to? Or you don't really care? Because you can do that really anywhere, to be honest. Like, for instance, if you're doing a shuffle, this is the oldest one that Savage taught me. If you go on shuffle, boom, boom, freeze, 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 and hit, and hit, and hit, and hit, 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 hit. You know what I mean? Just get in that in between as clean as possible. Same with if you're doing like a CC, boom, boom, right? Just make that in between as clean and smooth as possible, and it'll have a nice flow to it. So you can just apply that same concept to literally anything. It's not really too difficult. It's just making sure you have a clean in and a clean out. So that's how you do it within flow. And if you want to be more like a hit style, then you want to just have, again, an entrance and an exit. So let's say your entrance is as simple, like, because for you, Dietrich, I'll do something a bit harder. Let me just see. What about, let's do a pretzel to the chair. Okay. So if I'm going to do a pretzel, go here, chair, out, footwork. All right. So here, boom, out. Right. So again, whatever you do, just make sure the end and the exit is clean and flows with the movement, and you're not gonna. It'll look nice every time. Okay, where are we? Any tips to make 3-step faster and look lighter? And also how to make more variations for 3-step idea. So Azrin has seen my footwork tutorial. Let me just link it. Where I'm like, how to make footwork incredible. I go over that exact concept with 3-step. 1 sec. Boom, 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 boom. My better footwork now video. This will be more than what I can give you right now. Where are you? Where are you? Azrin. Okay. Okay. Do that. Watch that video. That should help you. Oh my gosh. Okay, what's going on here? I love that you guys are connecting through the stream. That's awesome. Did you talk breaking wizard? So Phil and I started together from band. We both had the same teacher. So, I mean, kind of. When we were younger, we performed together and stuff quite a few times. So when we were like really little, I helped him out with stuff, but not for a long time. but like we battled together and break together, and yeah, I thought we were really close. And now we're still close. It's just we're on different lanes. But he's the boy, my boy. What else going on here? Threads, examples of connection threads. Yeah, definitely. B-boy, my guy. I got you. So I'm gonna try and do something a little bit different than the tutorial. So for connection threads, starting low. Let's see, where should I start? Fun thing with connection threads is like, for instance, like a move like that, which looks like nothing. If you apply a certain like feel, it can become a sick move, you know? And same with anything from like, for instance, if I want to go here to there, but I want to chill out, I could throw this leg, and as I throw it, go to my leg. So let's say I want to go right that way now. So I go boom, boom. You know what I mean? So connection threads are fun to me because you can really mess with people's heads with it. Same with, let's say we go into like a footwork position, and we're gonna go step, but rather than going, let's say we're doing a 5-step like this, boom. Instead, we're gonna kick this hand like that. So we're gonna go hit, and then here, and then go back up, and then maybe go back through, pull it up here, right? So there's so many options you can do with it if you're just messing around. Like I naturally go to these ones because they're what the most, but whatever you're doing with connection threads, like, bro, just play with it. Like, just play with it. It's so fun. Quick head mode dump them. I can't really do one with my hip right now. My hip's injured, so I can't really give you a demo. But if you have any questions or concerns about yours, you can send them, put it in my Facebook group, Breaking Made Simple, and I can help you out there for sure. I just started doing footwork using elbows using elbow pads, 6-step shuffles, 2-step TCs. Do you have any fresh elbow footwork concepts or moves I really want to learn? Yeah, I've got like there's like 2 I think I can do. Again, do I have my elbow pad here? I don't know if I do, if it's in here. Aha! Okay, I've got 1. That's something. Which way? So like, I think the most basic concept is, do I do this side? I think I can do this side. No, other side. So, like a simple runaround circle, D-trots, go all the way down. Here. Run, 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 like that. I don't know if you played with that one, but that's like the most basic one, and it can be pretty fire. You know what I mean? So that's one that I do, or have done, and it's like a basic. But one of my favorite ones, doing like a catapult style. Oh man, my elbow pad stinks, fam. Woo! Wash that. Someone needs to wash that now. Let's see if I remember it. It's been a while. Like anything down here. But what I do, I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember. It's been so long. What did I do? Like that concept, I think. I think I have it in one of my videos, but I'm trying to remember how I did it. No, did I do it thread? Sorry, I'm trying to draw a blank. How did I get into it? Oh, here, maybe? Oh yeah, I have that one too. Okay, what's that? Like I did that to here. Also, a little elbow combo I used to play with. Zoom, 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 zoom. Boom, ha, hit, hit, zoom, ha, ah. So I go here, around, hit. Can't balance right now though. Your old stuff. But yeah, there's lots of elbow stuff that you can play with. D-Trox. Doom, 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 doom. Nice. It looks like there's a lot of us here in the Philippines. A class would be nice. No pressure though. Just really want to see America. Yo, I'd love to go to Philippines, fam. I'd love to. Money's a thing though. Philippines for me is like, I took it, tickets like 1,200 Canadian. So, dude, I gotta go keep up with the good stuff. I don't want to go. No worries, bro. There's always next time. Thanks for stopping by. I'm only gonna be here for half an hour anyways. Oh snap. All questions have been answered. Stream is dying down a little bit. That means your boy can do some handstands. Help. So instead. I haven't had breakfast yet, so working off steam. Oh my goodness. Out of it. Too hot. Go back to. Let's go, boy! Yo, I definitely should have breakfast. But I want to come stream first! Because if I have breakfast and I gotta digest, and it'll be a while before I can stream, it's a first world issue. How do you keep that crazy balance in a handstand? Practice, fam. Grip the ground first. Flex your body second. Make sure you can hold at least 30 seconds handstand on the wall. And then walk around in a handstand on the ground. And then balance. Just some fun things with a knee drop. Ooh, exciting. Fun things with a knee drop. I can show you a couple. I can show you a couple, Paloma. I can do that. Okay. One of my favorites. Red knee drop up. Another one. Here. Step. Pull. Knee drop. So, what did I do? Step. Here. Yeah. Okay. Pull. So, boom. Grab. Step. Pull it up. Knee drop. Then, other fun ones. Up here. Red. Knee drop. Circle. Knee drop. Just a basic twist. It's nice too. It's a couple. I have to think if you want to like really go in depth with it. Boom. How long do you usually warm up before an all-up practice? My like warm up and stretch video is already out here, but honestly, what I usually did is I would do top rock till I'm like sweat has to be running down my whatever. Depending how fast you sweat, I don't sweat very fast. Like after everything and being like, you know, like I get sweaty under here, but I don't sweat, like dripping sweat very fast. So I would tops after like warm my ankles and my knees until I'm sweating. Like, as I said, dripping sweat. Once that happens, I do like a quick stretch. So like I do static, but I do very fast static. So like 15-second holds. And I go through my whole stretching process, which is this one. Find it. Real quick, everybody. Pull it up. Where are we at? Where is it? Ah, there it is. So, oops, 1 second, sorry. I'm messing up. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold up. Where am I? Okay, Bboy Wolverine. That's a name for you, hey? Killing it. So this is my longer version of my warm-up. So this is if you don't want your tops. I mean, this is like my set version of a warm-up. But if you're at just like a practice spot, just do top rock until you're like done. And then those are all the stretches that I would go through and like my wrist warm-up and stuff. But I wouldn't hold it as long as I am in this video. This video is if you're like at the practice more so and or in the in-between. It's kind of like a more of a power warm-up. This isn't so much like you don't want to do static too long at the beginning because it'll mess up your strength in your legs. Just make sure it's like 15 to 45 seconds. If it's at the end, 2 minutes up is great. How do you deal with wrist and long handstands? Jimmy, if you watch, were you here at the beginning? I did my whole wrist warm up. That's what I do every day. My wrist condition, and my wrists have no issues now. I injured both my wrists, 6 months each one. Acute injuries, I let them rest and fully heal when I quit breaking for a little bit. And then since then, to combat all wrist pain is I stretch them and warm them up every single day. So if you want to go to the beginning of my stream when this is done, you can see that and you can copy it. Also, in the video I sent, I show some of the wrist conditioning that I do. Any comments about strong style breaking like the one that Bboy Jr., Bboy Pivot doing? I find a lot of people that do like straight-related breaking styles, usually it's due to having some body like issue that they've either been born with, and it makes it so that their breaking has to be a certain way. So like Bboy Pieces, for instance, he had a neck injury, so he could never put his neck down. So that's why he did all his stuff with like became strength style. Junior, one of his legs is shorter, right? So I find most people that have those styles, they have some. Is that mower seems so loud for me? Let me close my window. Okay. So usually that seems to be why they're doing strength styles. I have people that have super like strength styles that are like smashing it, because in my opinion, it's like you can only do so much of it before it gets old, and like you only have so many rounds of it. So usually when you're like at the top, you want to be well-rounded, and usually people that are really strength related, they're not that well-rounded because their stuff is so strength related. But it's so sick, bro. It's so sick. Or a lot of them tend to be more like calisthenic b-boys, or not b-boys, but calisthenic movers, and they have b-boy moves, if that makes sense. Can I do flare backspin to head spin? I've never tried. I don't know about to head spin, but I could do flare backspin to headstand 100%. With my hip injured right now, I don't want to, because it's gonna be good for trying to get it to heal. So I'm a 30-plus-year-old beginner and have trouble making my top rocks interesting. I chop the basic moves nonstop, and Iron Core Productions, work on your dancing, bro. Like, figure out what other styles you enjoy. So for instance, I've watched tons of like old school and like Fred Astaire, Gene Kelly, also like old tribal dancing. I love jazz, I love contemporary, I love all these different aspects of dancing, as well as like house and old school social dancing, hip hop, like club dancing. So I bring in inspiration from all over. I also, enjoy popping. So the more like wide spectrum you have as dancing goes, the better it's going to be for your top rock, because then you're going to find your own style within that. Because breaking top rocks is like basically just a set foundation, and then apart from that, everyone has their own style depending on what inspires them. Like, that's the fun thing with breaking, is there's people that do like 90% house for top rocks and like hip hop, and I mean, as long as you have that b-boy flavor in it, like it really doesn't matter. So I'd say branch out and then pull it all in and then apply it to yourself. That'd be my best advice. John Doe. I do remember another guy floating next to me. Was that you? What? Was the guy from your cheer? You guys trolling that or what? I battle on 20th June. Tips, please. Yes, watch my how to prepare for a breaking video and apply everything I say there. That is my best input for you. Where is it? Battle Prep 101 from your boy. Watch that. Who's the kid for? I'm sorry, sir. I was not this guy then. Oh my God, you guys are crazy. Thank you so much for the answers, bro. You're such a blessing. Anyways, gotta go. Till next stream. No worries, Vincent. Take care. See, I know I started breaking dancing since school. 34 now. Of course, I stopped a long time ago. Well, bro, there's people that are breaking and they're in their 30s and 40s and 50s still. I'm gonna bounce in like 2 minutes, guys. I'm gonna go have breakfast, and then I gotta go teach later too. So any last questions, get them in. No, there was no YouTube when you started, for sure. Take care, man. God bless. 31 still breaking. Hell yeah. Yeah, man. Videotapes will go. Do any good free stacks for people with long limbs? Bro, don't let yourself ever be held back from being a taller b-boy. I'm a taller b-boy. Just train. Just condition your body to where it's capable of doing everything, and you won't have any issues with your body. That's like I struggled a lot with being a taller breaker, and it's condition on how your body condition. If your body conditioning is specifically set for breaking, then you're not going to have any issues with breaking. People that are like, oh, I'm too tall for breaking. I'm like, oh, you baby, oh, you're so cute. Just train, dog. Don't let it hold you back. Because the reality is, if you're a shorter b-boy, you're more compact, you grow into your body faster, so you can definitely progress at a faster rate than taller b-boys. But guess what? You're never going to have power that's as beautiful as some taller b-boys may have, just due to leg span, fam. But at the same time, there's people like B-Boy Pocket, who he doesn't have to have the most beautiful looking ever, because he can go faster than like anyone ever because of his height. So just use whatever your body type is to your advantage, and you'll do the best you can, man. That's all it is. What we got. It's what we got. Yeah, I'm 6'1", dog. I'm 6.5, 6'1". So, like, taller people probably never move as fast as Pocket, but at the same time, doesn't mean we can't have more beautiful power in certain ways, right? There's people that have nicer power than Pocket all over the world, but for speed and control and mobility, and he kills it. So if you're taller, kill what you can kill. You know what I mean? Everyone like works what their advantages are. All right, y'all. That's all from your boy. I'm a skedaddle right now. Peace, D-Trox. Oh yeah, what happened to my newsletter is it started feeling a little bit, to be honest, and it's hard because I don't really get feedback about my newsletter because why would people? So it was at first kind of like good for me, and I wanted to put a lot into it, so I did. But then I started kind of feeling obligated to do it, so I just decided to stop it and focus more on what I want to do, which is like live streaming and videos and stuff. And again, I didn't know how much people were benefiting from it, and it was a lot of work for me. So I'm just discontinuing it for now, and I'm sure I'll bring it back. Thanks, Jimmy. Appreciate the love. I started watching videotapes of TIP crew, and people from South Korea as well as watching. Yeah, dog, they're the OGs. Peace, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you for the support. If you have more questions, you can go on Breaking Made Simple on Facebook. I linked it earlier. And you can ask them there. You can join. You're always welcome to DM me on Instagram at Magnus.Magneto if you have other questions. And if you want to support me and you want to keep the channel alive, Patreon always helps. Any income helps because then it lets me to make more content online more consistently. And then I can hopefully eventually do this full time and not have to earn my money from teaching in person. And yeah. Okay. Thanks so much, guys. Much love. Peace, 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 peace. Pop. Oh, no, now pop. Okay.